I think the reason I got into science is the same reason that most people who do get into science, which is that we were all lied to. We were lied to by the asshole in a lab coat.
The very first time I ever did stand-up was in college. There was a contest. It was my freshman year. I'd never done it before. I thought it might be fun to try, so I tried it, and it ended up being a lot of fun. Actually, it was very scary at first before I went up, just because I listened to a lot of stand-up, just MP3s of stand-up before ever trying it.
This next guy coming to the stage recently opened for Dane Cook's Tourgasm, and you can catch him Tuesday and Thursday nights on the Food Network on the show Food Detective, so be sure to check that out. Let's hear it for Adam Rubin, everybody.
When they painted this motto on the benches, I was there, it was like 4 years ago, they went around stripping the old motto off the benches. Does anyone know what Baltimore's old motto was? You were there.
I don't remember.
You don't remember, you're drunk. That's okay. The old motto of Baltimore was Baltimore, the city that reads. I love this. At some point, they made an active decision to scrape that off the benches and just say, no, that one wasn't quite right. So by day, I do not do this, as you could probably guess. I have a very different and much more boring job. I'm actually a molecular biologist.
I work at a company called Scenaria. We are making a malaria vaccine. There are drugs for malaria, but no vaccine. And still something like 3,000 children die of malaria every day. No day is really like any other here. The day-to-day stuff really varies. I mean, I do a lot of lab work like I'm doing right now. So on one day I might be dissecting mosquitoes, on another day I might be working on my own research.
I think the reason I got into science is the same reason that most people who do get into science, which is that we were all lied to. We were lied to by the asshole in a lab coat who comes to your class in 3rd grade and brings the liquid nitrogen and the rubber ball and he dips it in and he smashes it against the wall and everyone's like, holy shit, science is awesome! It's not. All I do every single day is I move very small amounts of liquid from one place to another. That's it. It's not the way I thought it was going to be. I keep waiting for the head of my lab to come in and say, all right, here's the situation. All we've got are 10 plastic drinking straws and a yard of Scotch tape. We've got to be able to build a device that'll let us throw this egg out the 4th story window without it breaking, or they won't renew our NSF grant.
Right now I'm just going to filter something. This is just one of the basic processes that we do. So I have a liquid here that I need to sterilize, and you can sterilize things by passing them through a filter. The filter is small enough that bacteria can't get through, so whatever comes through on the other side is what we want to keep. This is just the plunger that goes in there, and you have to filter it into something. So filtering it into this tube, and that's it. And what's in there now is sterile. I think I went into science for the reason that I would hope most people want to go into science, which is that I wanted to help people. And that sounds really, really stupidly altruistic, but I think a lot of people have given up and called that stupidly altruistic. In 10 or 15 years, I don't know what I would be doing. I know that if everything goes well here, as I hope it does, this company might actually be making a workable malaria vaccine. I hope that I make somewhat of a difference here, and in the world in general, but I guess that remains to be seen. You only really get one chance to go through your life beginning to end, and so why not do as much as you possibly can during that time if you want to? If stand-up ever really, really looks promising as in a full-time career, would I quit doing biology for it? And the answer is, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Because so far, every time I've thought, well, I need to choose between this and this, there's always been some way to do both. I don't mind waking up early, I don't mind staying up late, if I can get both things done. Stand-up comedy is not going to save lives. It will improve lives, I hope. I don't know. But this is more important. This is what I'm prouder to say I do during my life.
All right, thank you guys very much. My name is Adam Ruler. Enjoy the rest of the show. Okay, so the motto of Baltimore, painted on all the benches around the city, actually now the current motto is, it actually says Baltimore, the greatest city in America, which I think is supposed to be like distraction for the terrorists, so they don't get one of the good cities. I don't know, maybe this is Baltimore is the greatest. And Chicago's okay, you know.